what you long for is so hard to find, but you get what you need. Just open your eyes, 'cause today is a new day.
This show is sponsored by Visit Laredo.
Good morning to you. I am Trevor Scott, and welcome to Road Trippin Laredo. We're so excited to explore this very special Texas town with you. Just hop on I-35 and head 3.5 hours south to the city of Laredo, a vibrant community on the edge of the country. Located on mile marker 1, this dynamic border town is one of the busiest ports in the world, bringing business and visitors alike. And you may recognize the famous phrase, the streets of Laredo, walked by pioneers, politicians, conquistadors, modern-day nomads, and countrymen with sworn allegiance to seven different countries over the last 261 years. These streets are imbued with a storied past heading into a fascinating future. Laredo is full of history, culture, delicious cuisine, and so much to do. Take in a concert at the Sames Auto Arena, bust out the binoculars, and enjoy some bird watching on one of Laredo's many birding trails. Stroll through the historic districts, or explore some of the terrific museums in town. There's so much to discover in this South Texas town, but you don't have to take my word for it. Here's a very special message from the city manager.
Hi, I'm Robert Eads, City Manager for the City of Laredo. Located deep in the heart of South Texas, we invite you all to come down for your next vacation to our great city. Come relax, recharge, eat, explore, and it's really simple. Head on south, I-35, 3 hours from Austin, Texas, 2 hours from San Antonio.
Well, it really is as simple as that. It is the perfect road trip from Austin. And there is so much more to explore in this vibrant border town. Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau Director Eileen Ramos is joining us today from Visit Laredo with more to kind of help us get an expert's tips for crafting our own itinerary. Good morning to you, Eileen. It's great to see you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we are so stoked to be road tripping in Laredo. And, you know, when I think of this beautiful border town, something that really strikes me is history. And you've got some amazing historic districts in Laredo to talk about. Tell me more about those.
Yes, Laredo is oldest than the U.S. We were founded in 1755. We're actually about to celebrate just in a few weeks our Founders Day, May 15th. And we're so excited. We actually have one more flag. So Texas has 6 flags, we have 7. We have the Republic of the Rio Grande. So together with Coahuila and Nuevo León in Mexico and Tamaulipas, we were our own country. And we were short-lived, less than a year, but the capital, the seat of that country is here in our downtown. So the building still stands. You can visit. They're about to change the exhibit, so new things are coming. So it's a great opportunity for those history buffs to learn more about our community.
Yeah, this one right here, history is a favorite part of traveling for me. And what a great opportunity for you friends at home to get to know the town of Laredo for the Founders Day. What a perfect time to visit, because I'm sure it's probably full of all of those things that make this town special. You know, with history usually comes a really vibrant arts and culture scene, and Laredo has some amazing museums, speaking of history.
Exactly. So we have the Republic of the Rio Grande Museum. So if you want to learn more about this country, this different country that we were part of, you can go to that museum. As I mentioned, the exhibit is about to change, so they're going to have a great new look to it. And as part of Founders Day, they're also going to do Restaurant Week, highlighting some of our local venues. And we also have our Border Heritage Museum. We have our water museum. We're just right next to the Rio Grande. What better place to have a water museum than here in Laredo, Texas? And people can learn not only about the Rio Grande, but other water sources and how and what we do in our regular life impacts those water resources and the availability here in our state. So it's a really cool, really interesting museum that we have here in downtown also.
Very cool. It really is. It is the stuff of life. I love that you're paying a lot of attention to that. Very important, your water sources there. And plus, they're so beautiful. It's a great spot to visit for sure. And you actually have also a really kind of interesting connection. Tell us about the history of George Washington's birthday with Laredo.
Yes, we celebrate. We're on one of the two places in the U.S. where you can celebrate the birthday of our first president, George Washington. And here in Laredo is very special. We've been celebrating it for more than 120 years. The celebration started because we were part of so many different, as Texas, right? We were part of the French territory and the Spanish territory, and we were our own country as Texas, and then the U.S. And so people here in Laredo 120 something years ago, they wanted to show the patriotism. They wanted to show that they're as American as the rest of the country. And so what's more American than Washington? That's how the celebration started. And again, now it's become a month-long celebration, and it's one of the favorite events here locally.
That is really, really cool and very unique too. I think what a great way to get to know the town as well. And for sports fans out there, listen up. This is really cool. And I am really kind of just learning about this amazing team that you have there. Laredo has a binational team, the Tecolotes, and this is fascinating to me. Tell me about this.
Yeah, the Tecolotes, we call them the Tecos of the Dos Laredos because they play in Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas in Mexico, and they also play here in Laredo. They play half of their season in each, and they are the only team of the Mexican major leagues that play outside of Mexico. Tecos has a lot of tradition here in Laredo, and you can see it at every game. It's a very fun atmosphere. So we invite everybody to come join us here in Laredo and see. It's a little bit different. It's the ambience, what you would see in a regular minor league or a major league game in the U.S. We're still in the U.S., but you have that Mexican flavor infused by our binational team.
I love that. Yeah, I imagine it's a beautiful environment, a great celebratory culture. I would really, really love to attend a game, and I will do that. That is very, very cool. All right, so I mean, you've given us a million reasons, and we're going to see even more throughout the show of great reasons to visit Laredo. And you have made it very easy at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. How do you suggest we kind of go about planning that trip?
Of course, we have different ways that we can plan your trip. One is our website, our visitlaredo.com website. We have all the resources. We have examples of different trips that you can do, weekend getaways, and you can plan your trip there. You can see all of our restaurants, museums, arts and culture events, you name it. You can see it there. Also, if you are a little bit on the OCD side like I am, you can you can transfer all that information to your app. It's called Visit Laredo TX. We also have our social media outlets, of course, and we are open to any questions through our social media outlets. If you have any questions, you're here, you don't know where to go, just send us a direct message and we'll be happy to guide you. Also, our visitor center, we're right next to the outlet shops at 101 Salinas Avenue. And we have our retail shop in case you want to buy some souvenirs. We have very knowledgeable people in our information counselors, so we can help you plan your perfect trip. And you can also call our visitor center and we'll be happy to guide you through your planning for your trip to Laredo.
That is terrific. After a very long year of everybody social distancing, maybe some folks do want to pick up the phone and hear a friendly Laredo voice on the other end. That is a great option as well. Eileen, thank you so much for helping us. I feel so welcome, and I haven't even visited yet, but I cannot wait to plan my trip to Laredo. Thank you for sharing some of these really special pieces of your history and your bright future. We appreciate you being here. Thanks, Eileen.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
Coming up on Road Trippin' Laredo. Around every corner, colorful culture is popping up on buildings around town. Laredo is home to many talented artists who showcase their skills and beautify the city with mural masterpieces. Plus, Laredo has many dining options for you to explore during your stay, including authentic Mexican cuisine, American fare, scrumptious sushi, or mouth-watering sandwiches. And we're learning all about the growing food truck scene in Laredo. Then lace up your walking shoes and prepare for a day of fun and excitement when shopping in Laredo. San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo's original Main Street, boasts the largest collection of import merchandise along 40-plus city blocks. And the nightlife is just as vibrant in this Texas town. We're dropping in for a drink at Culture Social Bar. This is the spot for happy hour, an evening out, or brunch with friends. And since there's so much to see and do here in Laredo, you're gonna need a place to stay. We're checking out 2 Hilton hotels that are ready for you to check in. Stick around. There's more Road Trip in Laredo coming up after this quick break.